machismo. Sometimes I need you to revive my strength. When I'm almost drained and dry, my sanity is near gone that the world expects. I need your words of affirmation to speak to my lows, to remind me of my highs.
Nowadays, it's like a badge of honor to not wear any makeup on your face. Hence why I did this video without wearing makeup, because of the things that I'm talking about. And I know I have like a beauty channel. I talk about beauty. I share products, you know, and I just think it's really important for people to be comfortable with this self, their natural self, you know, the self that doesn't have any products on their face, the self that can that doesn't have to rely on external things to make themselves beautiful. You know, it's one thing to choose not to wear makeup, but it's another thing when you're scared for people to see you without makeup or without your weave or, you know, anything like that. It really worries me when you know that people are uncomfortable with the selves that stares at them back in the mirror. The self that has no makeup on, the self that is not polished up, that is not, you know, filtered up for the world to see. And I want us to know that the selves that we're not comfortable with, the selves that we hide, obscure with makeup, with big clothes, whatever, that self is also beautiful and also have things to contribute to this world. You really never know who you're touching and who is learning something from you. So that self that you hide, the self that the world do not see, that self has something amazing to contribute to the world, and you have to open yourself up and let people see that that person is also amazing. And it's not, your makeup is not what makes you beautiful, your clothes are not what makes you beautiful. You know, like I know people who don't feel comfortable going outside looking like this, like without anything on their face, because people may just ask, are you sick, are you tired, because they're used to seeing you looking a certain way, right? And it's so funny because my coworker was telling me that, Nana, I want to meet the girl that I see on Instagram. Because to be honest, guys, I look like this from Monday to Friday. I have on that whole glam makeup look on the weekends. And sometimes I just feel like you have to let your skin breathe. You have to let you... To be honest, personally, I want people to meet this self first. Like, I don't want you to meet the self that's all made up, because I feel like you may expect too much of me. So meet this self and fall in love with this self, and then you can meet the other fabulous, glamorized self. It's really unfortunate that some of us are more comfortable and more familiar with the selves that we present to the world. You know, the selves that we self-edit, the self that we filter, the self that we stage and put on Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, you know, wherever it may be. And we are uncomfortable with the true nature of ourselves, the selves that's not polished, the selves that is regular, the self that's deemed as inferior because it doesn't have all these glamorized things, you know, on. It's not decorated. Yet this self is who we truly are, and the more staged self, it's exactly what it is. It's staged. It's not our true nature of being. You see, it's really problematic when you have to duck in the streets because you've seen like a subscriber, or you've seen a friend that's not used to seeing you without all your makeup, without you, you know, polished up, and you don't want them to be judgmental or to think that you're not as pretty or as beautiful. I mean, because we do live in this society that have set this beauty standards so high that we all are trying to attain this level of beauty that's impossible. Like, honestly, it's impossible to reach that beauty, because even your favorite celebrity does not look like themselves. They are airbrushed, they are filtered, they're nipped and tucked, and we are sitting here comparing ourselves to those people, and they don't even look like themselves. So I just want all of us to be a little easy on ourselves, you know. Be a little easy on yourself. I really wanted to do this video because I wanted us to have an honest dialogue that does not involve shaming others. Like, you don't have to feel ashamed to talk about these things. It's okay to walk around without makeup. It's okay to walk around with makeup. What I'm saying is, feel comfortable doing both, you know? Just take good care of yourself. And don't worry too much about how others perceive you. As long as you feel good about yourself and you are healthy, that's all that matters. So guys, love who you are exactly where you're at. Give yourself permission to be free, to be happy, you know, to be healthy, to be beautiful, to be fabulous. Whatever it is, whatever areas in your life that needs a little bit of, you know, surgery. Just give yourself that permission to grow and not be too hard on yourself.